some nerd stuff.
Slack. That is not what anybody said.
What is you said? Slick or slack?
Neither one.
What did you say? One more time.
SLATT.
I can't spell.
I have to spell it because you just said I said slack.
Oh, I thought you said slack.
Slack.
I don't know. No.
Slack.
There's a generational difference right now.
Slack.
That doesn't even come into my. That's not even my vocabulary. Welcome to some nerd stuff. I'm your co-host Nathan. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
I'm that kid in high school that wore pajama pants to school that you knew was gonna end up in jail.
Oh my god! Welcome, Trey. Thank you. Thank you for staying out of jail or prison. We really appreciate it.
This is jail though.
This is jail. This is YouTube jail. We're in YouTube jail. We have content and a dozen people watch it. We're in jail.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Free us. We ain't even do nothing.
Free some nerd stuff. Free Trey show. Free House of Wolf podcasting. Right here.
I'm just saying we're less controversial than H3 Podcast Center.
We're getting, whatever. I don't know what this is, Jax. I don't know if it's news. I'm getting kind of bored of news.
I have been saying that for about 3 months.
I know, he said it. Right? This is not news that I want to talk about today. There is an event that happened that is news related. But if that doesn't go, because all the news is boring. Have you seen what's going on right now? Everybody's talking about the Game Awards.
I'm just saying we should make a video where we go through and vote on the Game Awards.
Oh, we can do that.
But I'm only doing it if Eric's here. We can do a split screen and have like the questions and the vote thing on one side and then us on the other side and just say what we voted.
I could probably just use the audio from that camera.
I don't want all that.
What are you talking about? You don't want to talk?
Oh, I thought you meant like on Zoom and stuff. I'm like, no, I don't want all that. Yeah.
Man, have you guys ever recorded a podcast? It's tough, man. This producing gig, it was much simpler when I used to make videos in
Me too.
It's like, we didn't care about video quality.
Actually, I shouldn't have stopped my YouTube. I went back the other day. I had like 300 views on a video and like 27 subscribers.
You'd be surprised. I have 24 subscribers on my personal account, but you'd be surprised about how many views I have on some of my stuff. You'd be like,
whack.
What is this? Do you know what A and V videos are?
Yeah.
So I used to make A and Vs.
Do you know my favorite rapper is Lil Uzi, right?
He makes A and Vs?
You are old.
I know, I don't understand the whole Little Uzi Vert thing, but I do recognize that he has a lot of respect from a lot of artists.
And he is a anime person. Every one of his cars has like an anime rap on it. They're all either pink or blue.
Like Chris Brown does. He has Goku. He has a Goku car.
Yeah, like that, but of different animes. And so, yes, Uzi A and Bs are a thing.
So I used to learn new techniques and stuff like editing techniques. I used to make AMVs.
They're somewhere out there.
One of my best videos that I ever made was an AMV, which was Alvin and the Chipmunks doing "Walk It Out." And let me tell you, it was one of my top commented videos of 2007.
If you find those videos, are they still out there?
No, a few years ago they got pulled because
copyright. I was gonna say if you find those videos, I will give you a $50 gift card.
It's not that hard to find, but I don't think.
Yeah, they are.
I don't think they're there anymore. There are some videos, but
I saw a lot of more.
Yeah, those ones aren't there anymore. But we lost all of our my videos that we made in high school because they were posted on MySpace. And remember
MySpace.
There was that mass delete. Oh, I didn't even finish the intro. Okay. So this is. I thought we agreed on something, but apparently I just agreed on it. It is the countdown to Christmas. It's still November, but I'm counting down, baby. How many days? Alexa, how many days till December 20th?
No, stop. I have one. 25 days and 1 hour.
25 days and 1 hour. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
You're supposed to wear a Christmas thing, too. I brought one of my favorite Christmas
All I have is socks and or a beanie.
You don't even have the sock? or the beanie on. So you could even do the bare minimum.
It's hard being Italian, isn't it?
Oh my god. So today I have one topic I really want to talk about, and then we can get into whatever else we want to get into. But there's a birthday.
Michael Jordan never existed.
He existed. You know, unfortunately for your generation, he existed. Imagine if he didn't exist and all we had was LeBron and Kobe.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna keep it a buck, if he didn't exist, we wouldn't have basketball right now. Because basketball would be like American soccer.
I could agree with that. But Beckham is holding it up.
That's why they burned those tapes, because they couldn't have their golden boy losing. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy theory. That part is not a conspiracy theory. I'm done. I am done. But that part's not a conspiracy theory.
So I think we can officially, if we had people commenting, they would officially call us Nintendo fanboys, because we're gonna have a discussion. Because it was the Wii's
I don't want
birthday. 15 years. They came out November 19th, 2006, baby. Do you remember 2006? That was a good year.
I was 4 or 5, depending on when you ask me.
Oh my god. You're 4 or 5. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're making me rethink. Don't tell me that again. Let's say you were 10. So I don't have to rethink. Did you play
4 or 5. Yeah, that was my first console.
Your very first?
I had a Wii the Christmas after it came out. And then I didn't have a Wii about 8 months later. Mm-hmm. But that's a unrelated story. Let's just say we had watched Iron Man and or G.I. Joe and thought that Wii games would make good ninja stars.
Oh man, you did. So how old were you when you guys got the Wii?
I just 5 or 6.
You were 5 or 6 with a Wii? Man, that's weird.
Oh, did Mario Kart come out with the console?
I know there was a box set. Let me see if I can find it.
Because we did have the box set. Yeah, I got the bundle. So whatever that one was, because
it came out in 2008. So
well, then I got that.
So you got it in 2000.
So I was 6 or 7.
So because I know you, I'm pretty sure you didn't play any big hitters of the Wii generation.
Any what?
Big hitters.
Oh no, you can't. You can't talk about that with Nintendo.
No, I know you did not play the first party hitters.
Like what? Go through the list. Okay, so just go through the quick list. We can talk about them.
Okay,
but
this one
just
you might have a chance. New Super Mario Brothers.
Too much. Played it on the Wii. Played it on the DS.
Okay, Super Mario Galaxy.
No.
Galaxy 2.
No.
The Metroid Prime trilogy. That's not your fault. It never sells like.
Definitely not.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
What are you asking a 7-year-old to play Xenoblade for?
I beat Legend of Zelda Link to the Past when I was like 6.
I beat GTA 5 when I was like 13.
Okay, that's pretty. I still didn't get GTA 5. Legend of Zelda Twilight.
No, I didn't even know what Zelda was until I was in middle school.
Okay. This one should be in your wheelhouse. Lego Star Wars.
Which one?
The complete saga. That's the first.
My brother was really into those games. I probably played them once in a while, but I never really played like a story on it.
How about Wii Play at least?
Duh.
Wii Sports.
Duh.
Okay. What about Donkey
I was a demon on that baseball.
What about Donkey Kong Returns?
Let me see this cover.
It's the when they came back to the traditional form. Oh my god. No. So we're gonna assume Mario Kart Wii.
Hell yeah.
What about Smash Brothers Brawl?
I probably put in like 1,000 hours. Yeah, I'd go to my friend's house. They had it. We never had it.
So you didn't play it at your house, but you played it.
No.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
No, I don't even know what Zelda was.
No one played it. Oh man. Sonic Colors.
Played it here and there. I hate it. I have it on the Switch.
Okay, big one. Resident Evil 4.
Hell no. You think my mother would buy Resident Evil when she had to return a Mortal Kombat when we were like 14?
You just said you played Grand Theft Auto 5 at 13 and you beat it.
Yeah, like 13.
This is a cheat because I'm pretty sure I know you played this. Spider-Man at the time, that was a big hit on the Wii.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember. I never got past the Neuer, Spider-Man Neuer. Neuer.
That's close.
I know how to pronounce it. Okay, guys, I'm blanking.
Noir. But if you're talking about, you could say noir or noir.
Noir.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Noir. I knew how to pronounce it. I'm stupid. I remember I played that and I never got past it because as a kid it was hard for me to sneak.
I just want to shoot. Okay, what about Pikmin or Pikmin 2 or 3? No, never.
No,
Oh,
never,
okay.
not once.
I thought there was more to that. I thought after that drink.
I said I waved my
I just
hand.
thought there was something else coming.
Hell no.
Okay, what about the Just Dance games?
Hell yeah.
Those, you know, the last year was the last year that they put Just Dance on the Wii. Because
Wait.
in Europe, a lot of people still have the Wii.
That's embarrassing.
Because over there, they're not as big on the online stuff. So a lot of like.
The Wii don't even have good single player games though.
Okay, this is what I've heard. I just think there's no Mario games, there's Donkey Kong games, there's like 2 Zelda games. There's so many single player games.
But
What about the Spider-Man one you just said that you played?
I have to say, but here's the problem with that is you're playing it on the Wii.
What do you mean?
You're playing it on the Wii.
You just didn't like the controller?
Yeah, like the controller scheme sucks.
Well,
It was just before it was before its time. It was janky for anything, for any game really. It was janky.
What do you mean? You gotta be specific.
Give me the controller.
Oh yeah. I have some right here for it. I have some gear.
All right. So to play a single player game on the Wii, you had to point this at the TV, like I'm pointing at y'all, and then move with this.
I don't know what that notification said on the camera. But
So you go bam, 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 and you're doing this, and you have to like keep them pointed at the screen the whole time, and you have to do this. Imagine sitting on your couch and you're like, yeah, it's not gonna work out. You got to put it here, and
I
then.
don't want to agree with you, but I kind of have to.
Oh yeah, cut that tree.
Because
It's not convenient in any way, shape, or form. Surprisingly, one of the most played games I had on the Wii was Madden, if that surprises you any.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, those controllers were pretty jank too.
Yeah, the touch or the move controls work for really good broad strokes. They did have that plus attachment that really helped with the redefining like the 1-to-1 motion. But I mean, it's not like VR.
Keep going down your list.
Sonic and Mario, the Olympic Games.
Played at my friend's houses. I don't think I ever owned one of them.
Sonic Unleashed.
No.
That's the werewolf Sonic.
Definitely not.
I'm skipping some I know you didn't play.
Like what?
Geometry War Galaxy.
I played that.
No, you didn't. Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Hell no.
Did you ever play any of the rail shooter? You know what a rail shooter is?
What's that?
It's like the camera moves by itself and you don't move and all you do is point at the screen and shoot. Never? There's some really cool Resident Evil ones. They're called Umbrella Chronicles.
That sounds stupid.
No, it's like arcade.
That's why I think it's
gun,
stupid.
like you get the guns.
I remember I just did one of those when I was at work, and I was like, why?
To go back to your point about the controller, at the beginning of the pandemic, so I think we talked about this before, but I got a modded Wii like a few years ago. But then when the pandemic came, it was like really helpful because I was able to play all these old games that I could actually get my hands on. And I realized real quickly I didn't want to play Wii games because of the thing you were talking about, like just pointing for like 2 hours. So I just used the modifications and just play a lot of GameCube games.
You just realized you ruined our chances of ever working with Nintendo, right?
No,
that you bought a modded Wii. Yeah, but one day they will, and they'll go back to this video, and they're like,
modded stuff.
No,
He wants it himself.
That's different.
And then he makes a whole video about it.
I played Avatar on the PSP.
We're not talking about the PSP. It's the PSP's birthday, because I know you have a lot to say about it. Don't worry. But we only do 5s and 10s. I've learned that. I learned that from other podcasts. Can't do every year.
Yeah, you can.
Well, when you're organizing it, you could do the 17th anniversary. Yeah, I'm going through some. I'm trying to find ones that maybe you played.
Oh, you feeling sturdy?
Oh, you played Tron Legacy. Oh no, this one's different. This is Grid Battles. I think you played the one on the Xbox. So I think you guys owned it. So what about the all play games?
What is that?
That's the EA's when they were first.
I played the Madden one. That's about it.
You didn't play the basketball one?
No.
Man,
I had 2K.
Because you guys just didn't get a lot of games. Was that part of it, or were you guys just busy playing real sports?
We weren't allowed to play games on the weekdays, so we only played games Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it was sports and stuff.
You know, I had cousins. They
They
played in the morning before school. Like we after homework, but they would play. They would get up in the morning and play video games before school.
I would wake up early like that. I'd wake up at like 6 on the weekends to play.
No, during the week.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Before school.
I would do the same thing, but I just couldn't play games. I would watch sports.
Well, yeah, that's different. That's normal. Watching the sports news or watching cartoons.
What?
I don't know if I should say N-words. These guys were playing freaking video games in the morning before school. That would ruin my day.
Why?
Because that would give me, all I'd want to do is just get back home and play video games.
That's how you felt anyway.
I know, but yeah, it just seems like.
I think in high school, or I don't know. Sometimes I do that.
So
I do that before work. If I open, I'll set my alarm for 8, so that way I can do whatever I want to do before that.
So how do you feel? Even though I think it sold 101 million copies, or not copies, consoles. Arguably one of was like the best financial gains of Nintendo up until maybe now. I don't know how much profit they're getting on the Switch, but they did the Nintendo thing. They got lesser hardware. And then made something that everybody bought. I knew people had like 3 Wiis in their house.
Here's what I think. Hear me out.
We're about to get one of his bold proclamations.
The Wii sucked.
Did it suck at the time, or did you suck looking back at it?
That's my point. It sucked at the time.
No, it did not.
No, yes. Hear me out. This has started. The Wii really kind of started, especially in this new era, because of when it came out and everything. Nintendo, they learned with that they could be behind the 8 ball with technology,
That's not what they learned it.
When they learn it.
They've been doing that since the beginning. The Game Boy on their handheld side, and the Nintendo's hard. It's hard to think about. I wasn't in the 8-bit era, but even like the Super Nintendo, it was underpowered, but they would put special chips in the carts.
Well, even
to, like, make them better.
They stopped doing that. Like, if the Wii isn't successful, I just think if the Wii's not successful, we don't have an underpowered Switch right now.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. I can. But that's just Nintendo.
The Wii, obviously, the Wii U wouldn't exist because there wouldn't have been a Wii at the beginning of it. But even the Wii U, when it came out, it was playing graphics that were comparable to what we had at the time.
The 360 and PS3.
Yeah, like it was on par graphically.
It was.
In fact, I remember going to Target and looking at the Wii U thing, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Mario Kart 8 looks incredible." And then they had like the little 2K. It was 2K13, I think. No. 2K15, something like one of the 2Ks, and it was.
Oh yeah, 2K. 2K's not EA. 2K's 2K.
Yeah,
right?
2K is
2K
games. Yeah, they that game was on there, and I was like, wow, this looks just like the one I have. Like it was the same thing. So that changed.
Yeah, the Wii U didn't know what it was. They advertised the Wii so well. I don't know if you remember the campaign "We Would Like to Play."
No.
It was like there was 2 little Asian men. They'd go to people's houses and they'd go, "We would like to play," and they would hand them the Joy-Con, and then it would just show like Wii Sports basically.
No.
And it was like, oh look,
I'm glad
Grandma wants to play.
I'm glad I never saw that.
No, I mean it was good for a wrestling.
Sounds scarring.
Not for. It didn't do anything for gamers. They weren't like, oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's just like the biggest. Honestly, if Nintendo was on par with every other like console, I probably wouldn't have anything else but a Switch, because they have 2K on the Switch. They have great first party like Mario games and stuff. The third party support would be better. Like the Switch would be pretty much my only console.
They just don't care about power, which is frustrating for people who play like they're like the gamer. They're not going to convert. They don't convert people from Xbox and PlayStation. Really, they don't because.
But that's the mistake.
Because I know I'm not saying that shouldn't be the thing, but they're so worked up with like the younger kids. It's like, oh well, we can put Fortnite's on here, so just get a Switch because then you can play it anywhere. But you really can't because you have to.
Yeah, you still need Wi-Fi. And
it's so crazy if they had a Switch with the cell phone chip in it.
Right.
Oh my God.
And first of all, Fortnite Switch players are bots. I killed all of them. That was funny.
What about the box, the Fortnite special edition?
Oh yeah.
Switch that came out pre-installed with Fortnite.
The crazy thing about that is that they're one of the only games to get a special dock, which is like, why?
Like none of I don't think any of the big first party ones other than Animal Crossing.
Can you imagine a Mario Kart dock? Like that would just be so cool.
Like even
no, that's what it is.
And they just did,
that's what the Fortnite one is.
I know.
Imagine, why didn't we get a? They gave us Pokemon systems 2 years in a row. How come we didn't get just a Pokemon dock? The light, yeah. How come we didn't get a Smash Bros one? Oh, I remember when I got my 3DS for my birthday. I was in 8th grade, right? 8th grade, yeah. I picked, because I had the choice of all of them, all the special editions. I picked the NES.
Oh, you did? The NES one?
Yeah.
Like the special edition?
It was gray, had like the NES. It was like...
the NES or the Super NES one?
No, it was definitely...
Red on it?
You had it.
It was that?
Yeah, this one up here. Yeah. So literally it had... It was the NES one. I picked that one. Mm-hmm. But I had the choice of picking between those, picking between the Pokemon X and Y versions, which was blue and red with special editions, or I could wait for a month after my birthday and get the Smash Bros one, which was red and blue and had beautiful, like every Smash character art on it, on like the front of the system. The Switch is supposed to be handheld. You have the whole back of the Switch to work with. Why haven't we got anything for that?
I don't understand how they pick. Like, I guess Animal Crossing was like a good one. I'm not into Animal Crossing, so it wasn't good for me. But even like Breath of the Wild, like they didn't do a.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I could have. Could also choose between the Majora's Mask, Zelda one. I didn't even know what Zelda was, so I didn't pick that one.
When
there was Pikachu. There was Pikachu? Yeah, I was gonna say Pokemon, but I said Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, there was Pikachu. There was Pikachu. There was Yoshi had one. Mario had one. There was the Mario Anniversary one, which was like all red. Yeah. There was a Paper Mario one with
Dang, man, they just put skin on everything.
There was another Zelda one. There was a Black and Gold Zelda, and then a Majora's Mask Zelda. There was 2 different Zeldas. On the regular 3DS, I don't think they did a whole lot, but they did a Luigi's Mansion blue one. So it was like a really deep blue, because they had the purple, the turquoise, and then the black as launch colors. And then when the Luigi's Mansion came out, they added a dark blue. And I remember it was just...
You're so into... It's not that shocking because how weird you are about all the things you buy, like specific versions, like with like the PlayStation, like you got the gold one and all that stuff. And it's not that shocking that you were studying every single variant of the 3DS so you could pick the one that you wanted perfectly.
Yeah, I had to
accessorize with, basically.
Not to accessorize with.
You're accessorizing with it.
But
it's a statement piece.
I remember when the PS Vita Lite came out. I remember I wanted that, but I didn't at the same time. So here's what happened. So as you know, Sony pretty much gave up on the PS Vita pretty early. So I got one. I got one for Christmas, and then I was like, "Oh, there's nothing to play on this system." So I talked to my.
You're not a JRPG person.
Yeah, I talked to my grandma, and we sold the Vita to get the 3DS. And so in that process, I had the 3DS, and then when the PS Vita Slim came out, Slim, they moved to the LCD screen. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it side by side. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it side by side, and I was like, oh, I like this one better. And then I was like, that's the original. This is the Slim, you know. And I was like, oh, the OLED is better. Oh, okay. And that was it. But there was a lot. They did the same thing with the Slim. There were so many different colors. The only reason why I wanted, I'm gonna keep it a bean, was because it had bright blue. They had like a really light, bright blue.
You're like, oh wait, there's still nothing.
Like that blue right there on the little kid tablet. Bright blue. They had a pink one. They had a Volt one. They had an orange one.
They were so expensive that I never could even consider getting one.
I don't think they were that expensive.
I mean, for me at that time, $200 for the.
They were $250.
That was a lot.
But the 3DSs were $200 too. Did you have one of those?
I didn't have a 3DS as an adult. Actually,
yeah.
My brother bought it for me for a Christmas one year.
Well, then that makes sense. But it wasn't. I remember it wasn't that big of a price difference.
I got the XL 3DS.
Oh yeah, who would play a?
I don't know.
Unless you got it as a gift, I don't know why you would purchase the 3DS.
Eric definitely had one before an XL one.
Well, he's also different. He buys, if it says Nintendo on it, he has it.
So this is like early.
Or if it says Apple.
This is like early internet days. So this is like maybe 2010.
Uh-huh.
I remember he got
I'm gonna look it up.
Princess Peach DS or 3DS or whatever it was at the time. And he's like, I paid like $10 for it because the site was messed up. And he was like, and he did. He had the Princess Peach one. It was like pink. He was so proud of that thing.
Yeah, the Princess Peach one.
You know,
memories.
My favorite video, I think it started as a TikTok, where he's like, Nintendo, and he keeps dropping different versions of systems on top of it. Nintendo. I think the worst. So, well, first, happy birthdays. Wii.
Forgot the Metroid version.
Oh man, I never got to play that Metroid.
Yes. That one was fake.
It's not called a fake, it's a render.
Fire Emblem. There was a Fire Emblem one.
Oh, too bad I don't care about Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of Nintendo. Is that there's so many of these like beloved series that I give no fucks about. Like when they were doing the Fire Emblem, the last game, that they kept showing all this. I don't care about freaking a tactics game.
I forgot I could also pick the Persona Q one.
Persona's another one I don't
care
about.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't picking that.
I wish I cared about
this. Is this Smash Bros one?
Oh, man,
we'll throw some of these up. Yes, these are real. Red. They did a red one and a blue one.
Oh my god, that is beautiful.
That's what I said. We'll throw them up so you guys can see them.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the playback so I remember where to put them in.
They had a red and a blue.
Last week, remember we did a cut?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to cut it out.
Oh.
It was too late. By the time I realized, it was already uploaded. This is a 16 gig upload file.
You're a mistake.
So by that time, that mistake, it's on the internet.
Oh, there was an Animal Crossing one. Nobody liked it.
Yeah, that one looks crap.
Yes, I agree. That was, like I said, the blue Smash one.
I should tell Eric to recreate the Nintendo video, and I can post it on there.
This was the one I had.
Oh wow! And you didn't
oh yeah, that was the Mario one. I mean the Disney Princess.
Oh my gosh, that's like a biggest complaint about Wii is that's when the shovelware came hard because kids had it.
Yeah.
So it was like, your daughter likes Barbie. Well, guess what? We have 10 Barbie games, and they're all crap.
Yes.
She's gonna play them because she thinks this is video games.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you probably got hit on the Transformer end.
No.
Was there any Transformer games?
If it wasn't quality, I didn't want it.
Yeah. So, do you still say that when you play those monster truck games?
Sometimes I have to buy it now to make sure it's quality. What about special? This is a special edition console now. What about the DS?
DS had a ton of them.
Oh, the Shining Silver and Pearl Harbor one.
Ooh.
Did I just say Shining Silver and Pearl?
I just
I had like 4 DSs.
All my friends had DSs, and they would play Mario Kart DS in class. Thankfully, I didn't have to class with them, but I'd have to think about it all the time.
You suck. That's why.
They like at Union or at the high school that I went to. They would split like they would have all the same class, like the age class, like have Spanish at the same time, and so you could have it with your friends or not have it.
Yeah, you could have just if there's a lot of high schools.
I know
with that in it.
That's why I was like, I'm not gonna cut it. I'll just keep going.
There's a lot. I can name 4 off the top of my head in the area.
Yeah, I'll just
that are
that
you
I
were.
like hesitated, and I was like, whatever.
I had a black PSP and a white PSP, but I don't remember
all the support for a console that did not support you.
A PSP. That's a PS Vita.
Oh, okay.
You tripping? I had a black PS Vita. That's it. They didn't do any special PS Vitas. Not for the first one.
If it was special, they just made it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Vita was so good.
We'll do a retrospective on the Vitas because I think we both have a lot of good things to say about it. Because
I had a blue DS and a red DS.
Is this because you kept breaking them? Is this like a rich kid thing? Like you kept breaking them and then
some of those cases were in fact that. So here's what happened. So no, not what happened. Okay, so I had a blue DS, my original DS. I got it. I had it for a year, and then I was in another state on vacation, dropped it down the stairs, and it didn't break, but the top screen was red, like an original Game Boy. It was red, right? And yeah, exactly. And as a kid, I don't even know if I told my parents. They obviously found out eventually, but I was just like, it still works.
No,
like,
you didn't tell them.
Yeah, like it still works, right? And so I just kept playing that. And then I remember one day I was playing on my brother's DS, and I tripped.
Because yours was red.
No, I think he was playing Chinatown Wars, and he was in the middle of a save. And so I didn't want to take the game, so I just played on his, and I tripped and I fell and it broke in half. I mean, I don't know how, I don't know what he did to it to make it so poorly made at that point, but the top screen and the bottom screen completely split apart. Super rare. Like I said, the drop that I dropped mine on was 10 times worse, and that didn't happen.
You must have did something. That's your defense.
No, obviously it's a joke, but the drop that I did mine on was 10 times worse than the drop that happened on his. But his did not work. It broke. Rest in peace. And then, so I kept playing mine for a long time, and then I don't know whatever happened to my blue one, but I remember another family member. He got a red one, and he stopped using it, so I started using it. And then
he got caught slipping and that came up. That's what happened.
No, not like that. And so I started using it, and then that one was split in half by said brother.
Dang.
Yeah.
You guys are rough, man.
Wasn't my idea.
I broke one of my game. I had it. So I was the Game Boy generation. So I had an OG Game Boy, the thick boy.
And
then I got a Game Boy Color, which means it has 6 colors.
Gross.
The whole screen is one color, real cool. And then we got the I got the Game Boy Advance, and then the SP. And I had my SP for years. And then one day I went to go look for it, and it got smashed under stuff in storage. And I just opened that screen and I just closed it and I just put it.
Yeah.
It was too much to deal with.
Producer.
She's on her phone.
Rip. Moving on to my next console, the PSP.
No, we're not gonna go to PSP.
No, we were talking about the consoles I had. You asked the question.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I forgot.
I had the original black PSP, the 2000. I don't remember what happened to this. I don't remember.
How can you not remember what happens to any of your consoles that you break?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I know that it broke, but I don't remember how. Do you remember how I broke my PSP?
She's not even looking this way.
What?
Do you remember how I broke my PSP?
No.
I don't either. I know that I broke it, and then I
Knocked
got.
off your bunk bed or something?
That sounds about right. So I had the black PSP. It broke somehow. Like I said, don't really remember, but I know it
These
happened.
expensive systems being bought for these dumb kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It was a mistake on your family.
I'm not gonna act like it's not the truth.
If your own kid did that, like if you bought your kid a Switch Lite and then they broke that shit, you would never buy them a Switch Lite again.
Exactly. I don't know. My grandma
You
loves
always
me.
say your family don't love you. They're dealing with your.
They're excluded. I'm talking about the family I live with.
Love you.
And then I had the white PSP, and I know exactly what happened to that one.
This is so exhausting.
Like I just said, I wasn't supposed to be playing during the week. I was in the bathroom, and I was playing, and I heard that garage door,
Oh my god.
and so
It's something in the house and
the way that house was the garage door. You had to walk through the kitchen, into the dining room, and then into the hallway. And I was in the bathroom, which was the first door on the right, and the bedroom that I was in was all the way in the back. So I remember I had to run, and I remember I had to like toss it onto the dresser, and after that toss, it never turned on again.
God.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what it hit.
No, I can't. Who knows what happened?
No, I'm like,
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I don't know, like what happened internally or something like that. Older me probably could have troubleshot it and figured it out, but
Shoot.
you don't say troubleshooted. I said troubleshot,
You troubleshoot it.
but it's past tense verb.
I could have troubleshooted it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a past tense verb. I could have troubleshot it and probably figured out at least what happened to it. But I know it never turned on again. So rest in peace, my PSP. And that was my last handheld until
Like,
the
break
3DS.
and lose everything. Like now, hearing all this, it's not that surprising you lost all your Switch games.
That's not even the same thing.
This is like a thing.
Oh, my phones.
Oh, don't we can't.
Yeah, we can. This is a tech. This is a.
Oh my god.
You said you don't have anything planned. This was your creation.
I know, and I think there was a video where we kind of talked about our phones, but it's not on the channel anymore. So this is fresh.
Why did you delete it?
Because it wasn't a high quality, or maybe it was the only audio one. I
Understandable.
didn't delete it. I just thought it's just people can't see it. It's kind of.
The first one was I had a flip phone. I don't think I broke that. I think it was a flip phone. It wasn't like it was my phone, but it was an old phone.
You got a note. You got a note.
Now you could, but before you couldn't. I had a I don't think it was like an old phone. You know, here, kid, play with this.
It wasn't like active. It wasn't.
No, it definitely wasn't active. There was 2 songs on it.
What were those 2 songs? You can't give me that. No, I'm not giving the 2 songs. Were they rap songs?
They were R&B hip hop songs. One of them was the song that's like, "Who's willing to go half on a baby? Who's willing?" It was. I don't remember the song.
Who's willing to go half on a
What?
baby?
Yeah, it's like it was an R&B. Like
An R. Kelly song, Half on a Baby?
I don't know if it was R. Kelly.
That's a baby. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
wonder if he got
song called
canceled.
Half
That
on
sounds like a
Baby.
horrible song.
R. Kelly half on a baby didn't age well.
That song?
Yeah.
Probably that one.
But it was like he was basically saying like, "I'm willing to do all this with you." Like, it was the producer was Radio Killer.
He listened to it a lot because
Yeah.
there's only 2 songs on the
Yeah, it was Radio Killer, and then the other one was like a really old rap song, and I never listened to it. So I only listened to the first one. So yeah, I will find it and I will put it on there. So that was my first one, and then I got a phone with buttons on the keyboard, and that lasted all of a month, and nothing ever happened to it. I didn't break it. I just got
It's
no.
like a
Listen,
more-
listen to me.
the more
Listen
I
to
understand why
me.
You always have new things.
Listen to me. It only lasted like a month because my cousin upgraded her phone, and we both had Verizon, and I didn't have a smartphone, so that became my phone. It was a Droid Incredible 2.
The Droid series. I miss the Droid.
It was a Droid Incredible 2. Memories. I had that phone for like a year and a half.
So great. Was it the metal body ones? Because
Mm.
a lot of them were metal bodied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are real sick. And they made their own, like, it was like the first, like, you know, there was iPhone and then there was all these Android ones. But it was the first Android one with like an identity.
Mm.
It would do
It was fun. I didn't
a startup noise.
I didn't enjoy it.
You didn't like it?
No, because like I said, it was a hand-me-down.
Oh,
And
God,
so-
you have to have new.
If you
get
you
so
let me
sensitive.
but if you have to let me explain
No,
why.
I would've just
So it was a
accusations at
it was a hand-me-down.
Uh-huh.
And so there was a dead spot on somewhere on the keyboard.
Mhm.
So I had to like double type or triple type, or I had to put my phone sideways to text. So, that got annoying. But, it was my first smartphone. It is what it is. And that phone lasted until I got that phone in... Oh, no, I forgot part of the story. I got that phone going into 7th grade. And I had that phone all the way until my last day of 7th grade first semester. And my dad pulled a Oprah and was like, "Hey, son, look under your seat."
Oh my God.
And it was a S3. And
That was the worst phone.
yeah, I had a lot of S3s. And that phone lasted until
So you-
I went back to school. And yes, I dropped it once. I had a case on it and everything.
No, those
and-
bodies were like,
Yeah.
they weren't like, it was like a flat screen that was like a clam back. Like,
Yeah.
it was just, I don't understand how that made it off the fucking production floor. There's
Yeah.
no way you could drop that phone without it breaking.
Yeah, you hear that? Parents, it wasn't all my fault.
Horrible design.
And that one, I dropped it on the back with a case on. And the screen gave out.
I broke my S3 like within a week, slipped out of my pocket, and then
Yeah. So that phone broke. So that was my first S3. There was insurance on it. I got it again. And I kept the second one I kept until 8th grade, 9th grade. Until right before 8th grade started. I mean, right before I went to my freshman year of high school. In which case, I broke it. And so,
shocking. After hearing all these
Right?
stories,
I just
I can't believe you broke a phone.
I know. I cracked the screen. Well, you just said it was an S3
It
in the
was,
same
but
sentence.
I'm sure there is at least one adult that had that phone the whole life of it and didn't break it. I don't know who it is.
I was a child.
That's why you shouldn't have $1,000 phones as a child.
I was not a $1,000 phone. That's the issue. And so I went back.
If he would have had $1,000 phone, he wouldn't have broke it.
Maybe it would have been built better.
Are your $1,000 phones that you've broken?
I'm just saying, I have not broken a single $1,000 phone. I haven't even cracked a
If I
screen.
could show the phone
No,
the recording was on.
that was after I had the phone, so that doesn't count.
What?
Yeah. So
After you had the phone.
I had a new phone when that happened. So I was running experiments. I did a drop test.
Gosh.
I'm gonna keep it a whole bean.
You're gonna have to wrap this up because you have 6 more years of phones that you got.
Yes. Well, in my defense, the last 6 years are pretty boring. This is the interesting part of the story.
Okay. We went all the way to the interesting
After sophomore year, the stories end. And we're on freshman year right now. So the stories are about to end. I went back to the Droid Incredible because I was like, crack screen, no crack screen. This one's better. Mistake, by the way. The S3 was still better. And I had that phone until it fell out of my pocket on a ride at the fair and cracked into a million pieces. Hey, you know what? Charge it to the game. I was at the fair.
Stress-
Rambler.
this
Yeah.
stressed me out, man.
Yeah, it fell on one of the ones that go like this. It fell when I was up here and I landed there. Yeah, that was fun. Broke that phone. I remember when I got it and I picked it up and I was like, oh, I found it. You know, you're excited with face down. And then I turned it over and I was like, I wish I didn't. I wish I hadn't have found it. And then, so I didn't have a phone for a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months. I agree with you. And then I got an S4. So I upgraded to the S4 when the S5 was out. So I had an S4 and lugged it, you know. That was my phone. I got it in October. That was my phone until February, in which I dropped it.
These phones have like, he's talking months. You know, I know people who have phones for years.
Yeah, these were all months.
He's talking months.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, okay, he's like, okay, and then 2 months later.
Yeah, you're 100% right. But I dropped it the same exact way I dropped the S3, with the case on and everything, and the screen turned off. Like I said, it was just bad luck. Because
it can't be bad luck.
No, because explain to me how that's my fault. Because I had a case on it. I was doing everything right.
Why did it falls slipping out of your pocket?
It falls back down.
But why did it keep slipping out of your
That's
pocket?
another discussion.
No, you can't think. How did you think that? My pocket. I put stuff in my pockets all the time.
It was a hoodie pocket. If that explains it.
Oh my god.
Well, now when you see me, if you want to know why my phone's in my hand when I'm getting in and out of the car, stuff like that, it's because it's not going to fall out of my hand, but it might fall out of a pocket.
But it will fall out of a hoodie pocket. I think you're missing the lesson.
No, the lesson was
I need to hold on to my phone.
it's safer in my hand. Not 20. Well, in transition periods, or like what I'll do sometimes, I'll put it on top of the car and then I'll get out of the car.
You're gonna drive with it on top of your car one day.
No, when I get out of the car.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen.
No, it's not. It hasn't happened in 2 years. Anyway, yeah, I used to carry a purse. It was just a backpack. I'm gonna start again, and then after the S4,
my anxiety right now
is
so high.
There's 3 more.
I don't understand how you're able to do this. I'm so anxious.
What do you mean?
This is stuff, him as a kid.
There's only 3 phones left, and if it makes you feel any better, only 1 more phone until stability. After that, I had a deservedly so a $50. Was it even $50? Might not even $50. Phone from Walmart. But that was a mistake because
no, it wasn't.
No, let me explain to you why it was a mistake. I just found that too. It was a Moto something. Moto E. It was a pretty cool phone. That phone was a mistake because we tried to put my SIM card in it, but I have Verizon. And so when I got a new phone on Verizon, that messed up my whole line. And it was a whole hour at the Verizon store trying to get them to fix that.
It worked? Like it swapped over?
No.
You try to swap it to the next one?
No, it did not.
Verizon doesn't even have chips anymore.
Yeah, they don't. So, and after that, I got the HD Desire 520 or 720, something like that. It was a phone with service. So, I wasn't complaining. Well, I mean, the Walmart phone I used, it was cool, but I didn't have service. So, it was like having an iPod. Sorry, I didn't see your text. I didn't have Wi-Fi. Head ass.
As an adult. I gotta get to a Wi-Fi to check my text messages.
It'd be like that. And then after the HD Desire, which I only had 1 close call with that phone, is that it was in boot loop at one point. It was a crappy HTC phone, doesn't surprise me. And then I got the Note 5. I cracked 1 Note 5, just the back, but I had money, and I thought I was going to have to trade it in to get a new one, so I replaced it. So, I don't have any. So that was the Note 5, and then after the Note 5, I got the Note 9, but I didn't end up trading it in because it was too late, so they didn't give me anything worth it. And then after the Note 9, I got the S20 Plus, and then after the S20 Plus, I got the iPhone 13. So it's stable. Once I think the lesson here is,
please.
Once I was mature enough to handle a phone, it stopped being a revolving door. But until that point, no, but it's a different revolving door. No, because think about it. My sophomore year, my junior year, my senior year, college first year, college second year, college third year. So in 6 years, I've had 3 phones. That's literally every 2 years. So it's not.
Wait, what?
That's 6 years. I've had 3 phones, And so that's literally just the upgrade cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to make me sound bad.
Well, you're not good at math. So
But
you're
it's
trying to do fancy math on
that's fair. But in reality, it's not even that, because I had the Note 5 for 3 years.
I mean, I've gone through a lot.
And
I'm an adult.
so I got my Note 9 senior year. So in those 3 years, I've had 2 phones, because I had the S20 Plus a year after the Note 9, and then a year after that, the iPhone. And then next year I'm gonna get the iPhone 14. Maybe. I will say, if they come out with the new Note, which is the rumor, it might be hard.
You're not gonna go back to Android. You're so deep in that ecosystem.
Well, I mean,
You're
all
like a breathing Mac.
I have is iPad.
That's all you need. You're already indoctrinated to the iCloud.
I don't think so, because there's not a lot of stuff that works between both of them.
Do you hear the footnotes of the next chapter that he's doing right now? He's buying the next Note.
I said I might.
No.
Depends on what it looks like.
I already know how your brain works. You're saying it out loud, and you're like reinforcing it.
It's just a thought.
When does that happen?
Well, and it's just a rumor too.
Has it existed
It's
yet?
not. It's just a rumor.
What it does exist?
Well, we've kept it a bean on this show. The only reason why I bought the iPhone is because there was no Note. If there was a Note, it's not disrespectful to call someone a bean. Kobe Bryant's middle name is Bean. That's where it comes from.
I thought you meant a bee. I thought you said
No, Bean. Keep it a bean. Keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I don't know. Is this on Twitter? I'm not on Twitter.
It's on NBA. It's an NBA specific thing. That's why you don't know about it.
Did anybody on NBA Twitter come after you about your NBA conspiracies, or did you not send the link?
I don't think I did. I should have.
The links are still there. Those videos still exist.
I'll do it. I don't think I'm not. Nobody on NBA Twitter follows me, so it's not like it's gonna be like that. But yeah, keep it a bean. That's your vocab word of the day.
Keep it. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna keep it a bean and end the show today.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Here we go. You've been going for like an hour.
We got more stories.
An hour plus. I don't know. I can't see from here. I got bad vision. That's why I got these glasses. I think it's an hour and some teens.
Oh, you feeling sturdy?
Huh? Say hour 30?
I said, oh, you feeling sturdy?
Oh, this is good.
Rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
I've only talked for an hour.
Rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
Yeah, RIP. I'm okay. Well, first, thank you for listening. Early Merry Christmas. Maybe somebody can get their Christmas game up, because I got more stuff. I'm gonna have some Christmas pajamas next episode that I've been saving. Because
I hope you have fun.
Because it's Christmas time. I don't understand how out of us two, I'm the more Christmassy one in this moment. It's really mind-boggling. So thank you for watching some nerd stuff. Brought to you by House of Wolves,
Me,
podcasting, and Trey.
the entertainment.
Yeah, he's something, isn't he? Right now, anxiety-inducing. That's what he is right now.
I hope that all of you have anxiety right now, and you hold your phones a little tighter, because you never know.
Because you never know. You never know what the future holds, so hold your phone tight.
Amen.
So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe.
Treyalations
Do all those
20 through
things.
3.
Like the clips. Subscribe. All that good stuff. You can follow me here on House of Wolves Podcasting. I check all the stuff. You can follow Trey at YoungTrey_10 on Instagram, baby. And somewhere on Twitter, maybe. He's on the Twitterverse. Somewhere. You might find him. Go look for him.
You won't find me.
He still has a bird as his.
No. And on Twitter, it's an egg, okay?
Oh my god.
It's an egg.
It came first.
Well, they said the egg. Bye.